So I'm at the festival. It's day 2. Day 3. Okay, so here I'm at the festival. It's Wednesday, day 3 of the festival. Haven't really done anything at all today, but I'm about to head in for the actors panel. So I'm going to basically be answering questions and things like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to head into that, and then some other stuff going on, I guess. But it's going to be a lot of excitement and a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. So try to capture as much as I can.
This is the mic you'll be using to ask those questions at.
Well, thanks everyone for being here. My name is Jonathan Wessel. I started acting when I was about 8, and stuff in church, like a lot of us would. I knew when I was about 19 or 20 that it was something that I really wanted to seriously consider doing.
At this festival, at this guild, this whole week, our theme this year is being salt and light. What does that look like for us as actors? What are some ways that we could be better about sharing our light?
Be humble. Because I think as actors, we tend to feel like we're the most important person on set, and no one else really matters as much as we do. So staying humble, especially if you end up going to the secular film industry, staying humble will really stick out to those people. Like this actor's totally different from everybody else. He's not, acting like, I get my own trailer and I'm so important and all that. It's really, he treats everyone the same, and like he's not better than anybody else here. He treats everyone as equals, and they're like, why are you acting that way? Because I'm a Christian, and I believe everyone's the same no matter what. So I think that's a big thing. Hey everybody, so today's been going really well so far, and so a couple things that have happened today. So had the actors panel, and that was really interesting. What I found most interesting about it really was the fact that as I was sitting up there with these people that have a lot more experience in the Christian film industry than I do, I was really able to give my input and feel like I was actually able to contribute to the overall teaching that was going on and the purpose of the actors panel, to help people kind of get a better understanding of something. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and didn't feel out of place or anything like that, which is awesome. What's funny about all this is, like I said last night, I'm gonna try to do better with the vlogging, but I get wrapped up in conversations with people and forget about vlogging. So just happens sometimes, but I'm really enjoying it, even though you're not seeing as much of it as you want to see. It's a really great experience, and if you guys are interested in filmmaking, you should come down to the Christian Worldview Film Festival, normally in March. So watch out for that. Go to cwbff.com to find out about the details for next year and all that when they put them out. So anyway, I'm gonna go find something else to do.
And I know it sounds like, a very simple answer, but when you find yourself, when you've kind of come to the end of you allow yourself to live and breathe these characters. And I think that there's something, that in the training process, Jonathan and I talked about this last night. It's like, it's like, and I spoke with an actress about this, it's like playing a musical instrument. Most of you in here, if I set a violin or a tuba in front of you and I said, play it. I mean, if somebody did that to me, I'd be like, I can't play that. I'll give it a shot, but I can't. And so what you do in your process is you're constantly learning. And it's not that you're just learning the movements of those, but you're actually learning to live in those characters, and you're learning to live in your space, and you're allowing it just to kind of flow through you and your characters. But the more that you work in your techniques and the more that you are working with other actors, I think that's another thing. We sharpen one another. I want to do work with an actor that I know that I can work across from, and then we're going to challenge each other to live in a certain space, and we're going to feel confident in, and we're going to be able to, and I don't know how much you've done that, But I can tell you at a certain point, you've got to be able to turn it off, and it's like that musical instrument. You put all the preparation in, you know all the technical notes, you know how to read it, you know how to hear it, you know how to do all of those things, and then you're going to come to a certain point, and you got to lay it all down, and you got to live in it.
If you just talked to me, I was almost crying backstage. And you said, why, Eric? I don't know. I don't have any explanation for it, but there's a tenderness and a suppleness and a readiness in my soul to say, God, I want to go further. It's just sitting there and it just got bombed. It got destroyed, which means Japan now has control over the Pacific Ocean. Now, the other challenge is their next step is they have their eyes on the west coast of the United States of America. This is what Winston Churchill says in response to hearing that Japan has bombed Pearl Harbor. No American will think it wrong of me if I proclaim that to have the United States on our side was to me the greatest joy. I could not foretell the course of events. I did not pretend to have measured accurately the martial might, it's the military might of Japan. But now at this very moment, I knew the United States was in the war, up to the neck and into the death. So we had won after all. And what we need